I don't know whether you believe in ghosts or not. It's a topic that people go both ways on. Some do, some don't. I have plenty of experiences. I'm actually from a place called Channelview, Texas. It's pretty much where I was raised my whole life. And my theory on this kind of why this stuff happens is a mixture of many things. One being that it was like where the Texas independence, for a lot of that battle was fought by the San Jacinto Monument. Well, from about 2006 to about 2012, whenever I moved out, went, with my grandparents' house, and I was living there from basically 15 to when I was older. That, there was a lot of occurrences that happened there. You would feel an evil presence. My little brother, who was very young at the time, he's 14 now. He was really scared because he would look in the mirror, what I'm saying, when he was using the restroom, and a figure would appear behind him. And not only that, as scary as that can sound, just seeing a figure, there'd be times where we would hear, for example, you hear somebody walking down the hallway. And I'm over here, late at night, texting or on the phone, whatever it was. I really don't remember. I just remember I was up late and I wasn't supposed to. It was a school night. And I'm like, oh shit, my mom's coming. So I act like I'm going to sleep. I think we've all done this. I start laying down. Door opens. My eyes kind of like half open like this. And, well, my mom peeks her head in. So, okay, she leaves. That's it. Next morning I'm eating breakfast, and my mom tells me, why did you come to our room and why were you looking in? That's when it clicked, and I was like, well, I thought you came to my room, to be honest with you. And like, we're trying to like check up on me. Turns out people were walking in the hallway, and we were seeing the same, we were hearing the same thing. She even seen somebody open the door and like a black figure. The same thing I seen. I didn't see it straight on because my eyes were closed, obviously, but it's the same thing. We've had everything from, this little girl that my little brother used to play with. And he was about like 2 or 3. He said it was like a little girl. And it was like in a red dress. One time around Halloween, all my friends that had came over. And me, being me, just trying to, play around, scare them. It's true that we've seen the girl. The thing about it is, I kind of put my own twist and said she was 4, and she was about 4 years old from what my brother described, and this and that, and she comes out here at night, and I was trying to make it interesting, trying to scare a bunch of girls and guys that were over, we're all in high school. Out of nowhere, this little girl just screams and just starts giggling, and it goes to so many different experiences. Me and my friend, we were like about 13, we run to the back, because it's a 4-acre property, really huge property. And we hear we're back by the container trailers. My stepdad had a trucking company. All of a sudden you just hear boom. We're looking around, we dropped down, I remember, down to our knees, we were down low. And we just start taking off running because we had heard a baby start crying. But that can be dismissed as there was a trailer park back there and there was a baby back there. It freaked us out. We took off running from the very back, and we got about an acre back, which is about halfway back to my house, which is at the front of the property, when we stopped because we heard squeaking. Squeak, 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 squeak. And we're like, where's that coming from? So we're looking around, and it turns out what we heard was my trampoline bouncing by itself. And from bouncing by itself, to coffee mugs flying around, a lot of this you can, like in Mexico they say brujeria. It has to do with the fact that me, my mother, my great-grandma, we always have things follow us, in the sense that we can sense things more, things happen to us more. It doesn't really hurt nobody, it's never anything really bad, it's just being able to see it. Now the thing that made all this to me bad, the menacing stuff, the stuff being thrown, the stuff like me at 3 in the afternoon walking to the front gate to open it, only to come back when nobody's home to open the gate for my mom, come back, walk in, the first one to walk back in, and all the cabinets are open, pillows are put on the floor, but yet nobody's there. The reason stuff like that happened was this dude, he came, un curandero, I guess a medicine man or somebody that kind of knows, and before he even got there, he's like, there's a bad vibe here. Sure enough, he's going around with sage and doing this and that, and this whole property. He gets to the back, and he finds an egg. He picks it up and says, look, this is witchcraft. And my mom's like, how do you know? He's like, well, look, it's at the corner of your property and this and this. And he started going off on the stuff. He gets an egg, the egg or whatever, and cracks it open. What comes out? Black or like rotten yolk. That, I'll never forget that. You know, so this is kind of a brief summary of so many things that have happened. More experiences with the little girl, whether, you know, later on we ended up seeing her. You would come in the house and you'd see her going around the corner. There was one time, even my stepdad, he's a truck driver, so he went out of town, and I'm 16 and I'm the man of the house. Me and my mom went out to eat at this Mexican restaurant. Shout out our Menses. And we come back, you know, she forgets that she locks the key in the house. Now, what am I supposed to do? I'm the skinnier one. My mom's not gonna climb to no window. She remembers she left the kitchen window. She's like, go in there. I open the window. As soon as I put my head in, I hear somebody in the restroom washing their hands. It was then at that moment that I was like, yeah, somebody's here, something's going on. And I'm not gonna tell my mom to go in there. You know, I didn't want to be like that, even though I really was scared. So I went in as quiet as possible. Went and got a knife that was right there in the cabinet because I was going into the kitchen. So I go down as quietly as possible down the hallway because we had these boards that would squeak. And that person, whoever's in there, is just washing their hands. I don't know. I'm thinking they did something. Now they're trying to wash the evidence away. Something they robbed. I don't know. Boom. I just turn and like look in with the knife, like ready to just attack. I don't know. I don't know. I was just scared. I didn't want my mom to go in there. So as soon as I did that, nobody in there. Faucet is off. Dry. It's not even wet. Like, how do you explain these things? Like, these things sound crazy, but these things really do happen. And I'm gonna make a video explaining more in detail the specific story, but I want to kind of brief you on, introduce you to the things that really go on and have gone on as far as with me. You know, I've been on the phone at night, had my ankle grabbed, and I'm pulled, you know, like physically pulled an inch, nothing much, but who's there to grab me? No one's home, you know. Like, these are the things that I've been through. I mean, it's crazy stuff, and that's why this kind of stuff intrigues me. And I don't know about you, but I really do love a good ghost story, whether it's real, fake, or whatever. And I can assure you 100% these are things that have happened to me. And I know maybe you've experienced something, or maybe you haven't, you know what I'm saying? But at least be open to the fact, and maybe I can share these with you. And I really do hope you enjoy these. And this video really was just kind of a brief summary of the things that have happened to me. You know, I'm gonna make another video really going into detail, explaining the things that, you know, that I've encountered, kind of more of a set-on story. So I really hope you enjoyed what I've, you know, told you. For example, that's another one. I almost forgot. We seen like these shadows. There's no way the trailer can give off the shadow of three people, three shadows of men hanging with the ropes. How do you explain that? These are things that are so crazy. I'm telling you, and I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not the only one that's seen this. I got so many people that can testify to this. From my friends that came over, to my family, to my grandmother, who does not believe a single thing in ghosts. She can't deny the things she has seen there. So, you know, this is my childhood home, and 4-acre property, 2 houses. Just to kind of give you an idea, and they're more to the front. So these things are crazy. But like I said, this video is just kind of a brief summary. And on my next one, I'm going to leave the description in this link. Y'all make sure you check out that video. I'm going to go more in depth into a story. Thank you for watching. And we're going to get into story time. As always, Ratka Vlogs, I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget that. Very important. If you support me, I support you. You can always contact me. Just message me, follow me on social media. The links are below. Y'all have a good one.